What is up, guys? Hope you're all doing well today. If you're watching this video, thank you very much for tuning in. I'm very happy that you did so. And today, what we're doing is something a little special. Toy Story 4 is coming out this week. I'm very excited. I cannot wait to see it. So this is kind of like a radio style kind of episode. Or not episode, but video on my channel. I don't really do too many things like this, but maybe I'll do some more. You know, because, you know, I could have horrible lighting. I could do this at night. I can do this during the day. I could record at any time and just record my voice and put pictures behind it. So if you guys like this, definitely, you know, leave a comment and give me your thoughts, because I love talking to you guys and talking with you guys about movies. And since I said, and like I said, Toy Story 4 is coming out this week, I said, what are some fun videos that I could do on this channel that maybe not a lot of other people are doing, and, you know, that would kind of get to people, you know, and people would be interested in. So I thought I would do something kind of fun and rank some Pixar short films. Now, I'm not going to rank all of them. There's probably 20 plus. But what I did was I narrowed it down to 10. I rewatched them. And I said, I'm going to have a fun time here. So I don't want this to be too long of a video. I want to give you guys my top 10 personal picks for the best Pixar short films. So I have honorable mentions, and the 4 honorable mentions that I have are The Adventures of Andre and Wally B, which is, I believe, is the first ever one they did. Knick Knack, which is the one that was attached to Finding Nemo. Presto, which was attached to Wall-E, and The Blue Umbrella, which I believe was attached to Monsters University. So moving into the top 10, my 10th pick for the best Pixar short films, at number 10 on my list, is Lifted. It was the one that was attached to Ratatouille, and it's basically this little story about an alien who was sort of a rookie, and he's maybe abducting a human being for the first time, and he's really screwing up. This is a really great short film, and I love the humor in it. It's very short, very simple. There's not a lot of nonsense to it. It is sort of nonsensical, but it gets to the point. There's brief nudity in it, which I thought was pretty interesting for Pixar to do. But I liked it. I was into it. There's really no dialogue in the short as well. So that was interesting. Okay, so moving into number 9. Now, some of these might shock you guys, some of these might not shock you guys. But number 9, for me personally, is Lou from Cars 3. It was attached to Cars 3. So at the bully on the playground, you know, and some entity sort of comes to life in the toy box and pretty much says, hey kid, why don't you stop stealing everybody's stuff, return everything. And he does. I don't know, I thought it was just a nice little short film. Moving into number 8, for me, is Piper, which was attached to Finding Dory. I actually think that I actually might like the short film better than the film itself that followed it. I think Piper is such a sweet little story. I mean, it's not really even a story. It's just like a day on the beach with this tiny little bird, and sort of what happens with that, and the waves that come in and everything. I totally loved it. It's one of the only one of these to win the Oscar for best short film, animated short film. So, you know, I really like Piper. So that's why it's number 8. Moving on to number 7, for me personally, it is Luxo Jr. This pretty much is the lamp that is the logo of Pixar. The lamp that always, you know, hops across the screen and jumps on the eye and crushes it. So now the lamp is the eye. It's like a father and son, maybe mother and son, mother and daughter kind of duo. You know, a parent and its child, pretty much. And I really liked it. It's very simple, but it's been around for a very long time, and it's kind of stuck with me. And I love just to kind of watch it whenever I'm in the mood for it. You know, it's one of those things that you could just kind of watch and enjoy whenever. Moving into number 6 is one that kind of grew on me, because I don't remember if this actually screened with the film itself, but it's Bounden from The Incredibles. It was attached to The Incredibles, and the DVD and home release and everything like that. it's such an interesting short film. They don't do a lot of short films like these, where we have an animal, and he's so sort of used to his living situation and how he lives his life. One day he gets shaved. It's like once a year he gets shaved or something like that. And he sort of has to learn how to enjoy life with no hair. It's a weird one. It's a really weird one, but it's great, and I love it. Number 5 is one that might surprise some of you. It's One Man Band from Cars. It was attached to Cars. I do remember seeing this before the film when I saw Cars back in 2006, and I mean, it's such a fun, kind of goofy little short film where you have this little girl, she has this coin, she wants to throw it in the wishing well, but a musician comes along and he says, you know what, I want your coin. You know, give it to me, you know, because I'm performing here. And then someone else with very similar equipment comes around and says, no, give it to me. So we kind of have this battle between these two musicians, these two street musicians, and this little girl's not sure what to do. And she sort of tempts them, you know, oh, I'm going to give it to this one, oh, I'm going to give it to this one. I really liked that. I thought it was great. So that's number 5 for me. Number 4 is Tin Toy. This one is, I don't even know how to describe it, to be honest with you, but to me it's just so entertaining and so fun to watch with this actual tin toy. I don't exactly remember what his name was, but I know that they released an action figure of him for Toy Story 4. I think he's actually in the film. So that'll be interesting to see. It's like a little Easter egg. But the top 3, I absolutely love these 3. And number 3 for me is Jerry's Game. When I watched this as a kid, when it was attached to A Bug's Life on the VHS tape, I remember watching this as a kid, this old man freaked me out. You know, he scared me. I mean, even though he was animated and he was from Pixar and everything, it still kind of freaked me out. It's kind of the way he looked and the way he played his chess game. I don't know, there was just something about it. And then you realize at the end, you know, he doesn't have a twin. He's literally playing with himself in the park. He's alone. And the animation, the sound editing, the editing in general to this short film, it is one of Pixar's very best, in my opinion. It could be number 1, easily. Any of these 3 could be number 1. Number 2 for me is one that was attached to Monsters, Inc., and that's For the Birds. Such a fun little short film. These birds on a line, bigger bird comes around, and he's gonna screw with the other birds. You know, he's gonna make the wire go down more than it should. It's a very simple, basic short film, but it's so effective and funny and engaging. I think this is definitely one of Pixar's funniest short films. So that's why it's number 2 for me. And number 1, this might be a surprise to some of you, it might not be a surprise to some of you, but I absolutely adore this short film. It took a while for me to warm up to it. When I actually saw it for the first time, I was a little like, what was all that about? You know, I didn't really get it. But then after hearing everybody talk about it, and then when I actually realized what it was about, and then watching it again, I went, oh my God. And then it sort of started to warm up to me, you know, after I watched it again and again and again. And that is Bao from Incredibles 2. It was attached to Incredibles 2. This is such a heartwarming short film. It's one of the most emotionally impactful short films I've seen. The music in this short film is incredible. This is also another one of those that won the Best Animated Short Film Oscar. Not many of these have. I think, let's see, Piper won, and I think Jerry's Game won, and Bao won. For the Birds won, I think, won as well. But all these others, like Lou, I think that year it was up against, I don't remember, but the one that was up with the Inside Out, it was called Lava. There was another one that came out that year. It was called Sanjay's Super Team. I didn't really care for either of those, to be completely honest with you. I think Lava is better than Sanjay, but that's me personally. But I'm not sure why I brought that up. Who knows? I thought that was gonna like have something to do with what I was saying about Bao, but I guess it doesn't. But whatever. But yeah, Bao, it's incredible. I love its simplicity, but at the same time, the visual storytelling, everything about it is quite beautiful. And it was a great double feature with Bao and Incredibles 2. Holy cow, I had such a good time. But yeah, guys, so there's my top 10 Pixar short films, my personal picks for the top 10 Pixar short films. So leave a comment down below and give me your top 10, give me your top 5, or just tell me which one is your favorite, you know, or just comment about my list. You know, whatever you want to do, comment below and let me know how this went, this new kind of video on my channel here. Definitely had a fun time doing it, talking to you guys, so I would definitely love your feedback. Guys, you could also subscribe to this channel, as I said in previous videos, and I'll say it again now, my review for Toy Story 4 is just around the corner, so you could check that out. Also, my review for Child's Play, Annabelle Comes Home yesterday. Very interested about some of those, very intrigued about some of those as well. We'll see what happens with those. Hopefully they're good, but we'll see. Also, a bunch of trailer reactions up on this channel now, and all that good stuff. Guys, you can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter. The links to those are in the description of this video. And you could also follow me on Instagram at KingRises131. And guys, that's about it. Thank you very, very much for clicking this video and watching it. If you've watched the whole thing, thank you so much. It means a lot. I am very grateful for your viewership. And, you know, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can catch everything that I had just mentioned. And until next time, over and out.